Hi, everybody. Muchas gracias for being with us here again today for another edition of our Bella Entrepreneurs Zoomcast interviews. My name is Rocio Flores. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder of Bella. Bella stands for Brillantes Emprendedoras Latinas de Los Angeles. And really, our purpose is to elevate the Latina entrepreneurial voice. Particularly, we focus on our areas of our communities of South LA, South Central, and the East Side and East LA as well. So I'm really excited to welcome Maggie here with us today. Let's give her some love. All right, Maggie, thank you for being here. Maggie D'Anjou from Fine Ugly Soap. And so we're super excited. Thank you for taking the time, Maggie. Welcome to our stage.
Thank you, Lucio. Thank you for having me.
So we want to just kind of dive right into this awesome conversation with you, get to know you a little bit more, learn about your business, and really just share your story with us and all those that are listening. So, they can just continue to seguir luchando and just keep, doing what they're doing. We realize that being a business owner and entrepreneur is not easy. And yet we want folks to know that there's a tribe, there's a community that loves them and supports them, and they're not alone. And so really this is why we're here today. So tell us a little bit about you. Who are you, and what is Maggie's Fine Ugly Soap? Tell us a little bit about your business too.
So I grew up here in Compton and unincorporated, in a house with immigrant parents on a third of an acre. I was really lucky. We had a big backyard. There was always plants, trees, everything growing in the backyard that we used, that we ate. For many years, we also had livestock. We're zoned for it. Me encantó crecer en una casa con una yarda tan grande. It was so lucky that I was. So that started my love of nature, of natural products. I've always been a soap lover for some reason. A lot of people, a lot of us just love a good soap.
Yeah.
And, me encanta hacerlos. Me relajo, it's my quiet time. The kids are asleep most of the time, husband's watching TV, reading a book. I love it.
That's so awesome, Maggie. So you talked a little bit about growing up, and tell us a little bit more about that. Like, how was it for you growing up? Walk us through that journey, and was there some element of like ever imagining that you would have your own kind of business and be doing this, or is it something that like ran in your family, or just kind of growing up all together? Like, how was that like for you?
So because we grew up in a house with a big yard, it was kind of weird too, because mi papá no trabajaba. My dad had muscular dystrophy, and so he was a really smart guy, even though he couldn't work. Um, it's having the big yard with all the plants, había mucha gente, siempre había gente en la casa, que rentaba cuartos y todo, pero my dad, he made it work. My parents were my inspiration. Uh, Two parents that only graduated to the fourth grade, came to the US. They were able to purchase 3 houses on minimum wage. So
Wow.
it's a big inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. I could totally relate. I'm sure a lot of us listening, a lot of those listening can relate, having our immigrant parents come, similar story with my parents, my mom working in the fields for many years, getting injured and then having to find an alternate route, to try to get food on the table for all of us. So I can see how much that kind of means to you and how much that drives you. And that's just a really beautiful thing. So kind of going with that, speak a little bit more to like what inspired you to start your company, Fine Ugly Soap, and how did you get started?
My kids, I want to put my kids through college. So for them, so that I could make extra money, I wanted to ditch another bottle, a plastic bottle in my life. I'm super green. If you've ordered anything from me online, you'll know that I reuse a lot of things. My packaging is always minimal. Everything in my life revolves around recycling, reusing, reducing, showing my kids, composting, repurposing wood, usando lo menos plástico que podamos usar, uh, you know,
And
helping the
so
planet out.
yeah, no, that's really awesome. How was that like starting, like getting started with you? Did you find yourself hitting some roadblocks along the way when you were getting started? Was it pretty seamless? Did you have folks that helped you out, or how did that work?
No, I've been really lucky. I've had my family and my friends have supported me. I started, for my kids and because I wanted to teach a plastic bottle, because I wanted to make extra money, for my family. But I feel like it's been smooth sailing.
Mm.
I do have some disabilities. I have a bad back and I have a bad foot. So if you know me, you know that I can always be found limping at some point of the day. But again, para mí, yo sé que si yo puedo, muchas personas lo pueden hacer también. I can do it, you can do it because I work full time and I have 3 kids and I'm partially disabled, but I make it work. I do it. I do find something that you like. If you don't like your product or whatever it is that you're selling, you're not going to be happy. I love soap. So, if nobody buys it, I'm going to use it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and your products are beautiful. Those, we're definitely going to make a call to action invitation at the end of the interview to follow you and to support you. But just like beautiful, the soaps, just the designs and, the like the aromas that you include, just smelling so nice. So I could see all of that. Can you like tell us a little bit more about the purpose and your mission? So we know, we have businesses or small businesses, we want to make money, we want to build wealth for our families, and yet there's always a mission and purpose behind that. Can you speak a little more too about that, or what is your mission and purpose of your business?
I want to see and show people that good things come from Compton too. I mean, when people think about Compton, what do they think? I want them to think, oh, they have some fine products or some fine things out there. There's people making it work. Hay gente trabajadora y luchadora,
Yeah.
and they're doing it. Like they're making their products.
Yeah, definitely. That's really great. And that speaks to so many. I think that speaks to so many and what they're trying to accomplish, right? Because I feel like the beauty about our local diverse just businesses are where that, the product or the service is of excellence and yet it meets that real like divine purpose and mission, community driven kind of feel to the businesses, and definitely I feel that and I see that through you and your business, so that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with the world and sharing that with us. What are some of the struggles? So I know that we talked a little bit about maybe when you started it was a really seamless process, you had a lot of support. Was there any like challenges you encountered recently when it's come to in the last year or so, or even just the duration of your business, some of the challenges that maybe you faced that you could speak to so that those that are listening can kind of think about, yeah, I'm going through something similar, or maybe even anticipate, like if there's something to come, they'll know how did you approach it, how did you resolve any challenges?
I've been pretty lucky, Rocio, and things have been going really good. I don't make a lot of soap. It's just me. I have a full-time job. Tengo mis 3 niñas chiquitas en la casa. So I can only make so much soap since I'm a one-woman team right here. My husband a lot with the bookkeeping and with the website and, things like that. So I would not be able to do without him, especially the website part of the business. So that's a problem that I had, that I couldn't. It's more than one person that has to do it, honestly. Especialmente si no sabes usar mucho el internet como yo. I've needed his help a lot for that reason. And then, like my bad foot and my bad back hold me back a lot. That's what holds me back the most, and the time. I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah. And do you see yourself like expanding the business? Just curious, like, do you think that one day you'll go maybe beyond the soaps and doing some other, other products related to, but maybe something else? Is that part of your plan at all?
I want to. I just don't want to rush into making anything that's not going to take time. There is a couple of other products that I make besides soap. I specialize in soap right now. I just, if I start making this or if I start making that, it's also going to take more space in my house,
Right.
where I work. So I can only bring so much work here.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Me van a sacar de la casa y me van a meter al garaje.
No, we won't let them. We won't let them.
Well,
So, So what tips maybe do you have, advice or words of wisdom for other Latina entrepreneurs right now that are listening on kind of getting their either they're getting their business going or maybe they already started and yet maybe they're feeling a little defeated, a little, kind of maybe not as supported. What advice or what would you share with those rising Latina entrepreneurs out there?
I would say that if you make a quality product, people are going to look for it.
Mhm,
Um, people are not going to come back to you if you're, selling something that looks pretty but is not really nice when you get it. You're not
mhm,
going to keep your customers.
mhm,
So make sure that you're selling a quality product that people are going to want to come back for. I
mhm,
mean, that's my biggest thing. I'm not going to sell somebody that I wouldn't want to use. I make the soaps that I like, that I'm going to use for me and my kids. And so
mhm,
that's what I'm sharing with everybody, things that I would use for myself.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, definitely. You speak to that, the piece that it's very personal, right? Like I've talked with others about like their why, like how do you share your why with the world through your business, And I think that you're speaking to that right now when it comes to, you wouldn't sell something that you wouldn't use yourself, right? The quality is important to you. What your customers get, that product is important to you. And so that I'm sure that that resonates with a lot of people. So, as we kind of close our interview here with you, is there anything else that you want to share with folks that maybe I didn't ask the question or you weren't, couldn't answer because the question wasn't asked? Anything you want to share with those Latinas out there that are also business owners and even not just the business owners, but with your community as a whole? Any last words of wisdom or anything you want to share?
I want to say that if you are, keep going, keep
Mhm.
going, keep doing it. The late nights are going to pay off. I mean, I know that the late nights are paying off for me, because I've had to work really hard.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maggie. Well, everybody, thank you. We're going to thank Maggie again for being here with us. You are super amazing, poderosa. Your story inspires. And so please support Maggie and her business. Follow her on Instagram. We're going to be sure to include that on our website and our YouTube channel when we post this interview. And thank you all just for your continued support of Latina entrepreneurs. Make sure you stay connected with us and follow us on Instagram. And just remember to support Latina Biz. Thank you so much, familia. Suerte a todos y adelante. Thank you all.